Hey Pisces, thanks for visiting. And as I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like to. I don't mind if you do or you don't. But yes, do whatever you like. I'd appreciate it though. So I'm going to get right onto your reading. So the first card you have for your past is the World. So yeah, the World is about endings, beginnings, new starts, all of this kind of thing, a new way of life, a lot of things, freedom, everything. So, not everything, but a lot of things. So I'm getting a feeling of finishing something, but not quite. It's like you're almost at the end of something. It's like you were doing something that was really important to you, but maybe you didn't quite get to the end. And you might have been distracted, you might have been procrastinating or something like that. And I think you wanted to get to the end of this, but maybe instead of finishing this, you might have been kind of fiddling around with it, not actually finishing. You might have been going back to fix things, maybe even things that didn't even need fixing, correcting little things, changing words around to things that were fine. And of course you wanted this to be you wanted the result to be good, so of course you were doing that for that reason. But I think maybe you were kind of stopping yourself from finishing for some reason. Maybe you're a bit of a perfectionist. I'm not seeing any need for you to be going over and over things if this is what you're doing. Maybe it might have been that subconsciously you might have been a little bit worried about what was going to happen next in your life when you did finish this, because maybe this was leading you to something else, a new phase in your life, maybe because the World card can be about that, whole new phases in your life, new beginnings. And maybe you felt that, oh, when I finish this, I'm a bit worried about what's next. It might have been that. But if this is resonating with you and you still haven't finished this, please just finish it. I know that sounds obvious, but I'm just seeing you maybe thinking something like, I need to just check this. I just need to make sure this is right, But you can keep on checking forever and ever and ever. You can check for years and never, get finished. You can always find things in everything to pick on. You really can. And also this card is showing me freedom and victory. There's a wreath around this woman, and it's a laurel wreath, so it represents a victory, and she's free. She's kind of floating around in the air. So when you've done this, you're going to feel free, you're going to feel relieved when this is all over. So I'm not seeing any problems with this. You don't need to keep on checking everything over and over again. This is going to be good. I'm seeing a good result coming from this. So please, if this is resonating with you again, please finish this. The next card you have for your past is the Nine of Swords. So, yeah, again, you're worrying about this. You're over-worrying things that you shouldn't be, or you were at this time. You might still be. So please don't keep on worrying. Please don't keep on stressing about all these details and everything else, and worrying about what happens next, and worrying about the new phase and being scared and all of that. Now, I know that's easy for me to say because I know this means a lot to you. This whole part of your life means a huge amount to you. And I think also you might have been working on this for a long, long time, maybe even for a year, maybe even for longer than a year. Because if you look at the blue sections on the quilt in this card, if you look at these blue sections, you can see all of the different zodiac signs, each month obviously making up a year. So that tells me that you've been doing this for a long, long time, and maybe a year. And, it can be really hard to let go of something when you've been working on something for a really long time. It can almost become, you get so used to it every day, and it can almost become a part of you and a part of your identity even. So that might be a part of it as well, a part of why you don't want to let go of this. But again, please let go of this if this is resonating. If you haven't already let go, please do this. You have really, really amazing, interesting, good things ahead of you, and you can't start them unless you finish this. That's what I'm seeing again. So the last card you have for your past is Death. So I keep on seeing the same message again and again here. So if this isn't resonating with you, I'm sorry about that, but it needs to go to someone. Someone needs to hear this because it's really coming out really clearly. The Death card can be about letting things go, having to let things go. So it's telling you you need to let this go and moving on to new things. Every card in your past is telling you to do this. Let it go and move forward. And I hope this makes sense, but in this past year, or the time that you were kind of at another stage, or at one time when you're at another stage of working on this, I think you might have experienced some kind of a breakup, it could have been, or maybe it was a falling out with a friend, or it might have been an actual relationship breakup. And yeah, this might sound a bit strange, but maybe a part of your mind associates working on this project, or whatever this is, with this time in your life that you're with this person. So that might be a psychological link you have to someone who you're missing. Sorry about that noise, I don't know what that is outside. So that might be another reason why. I'm just looking to find out why it is you're not letting go of this if you haven't already. So yeah, it might be that part of you is still holding on to a person as well, not just this thing. So yeah, it might be that you've moved on physically. I think you have, obviously, but maybe you hadn't quite moved on emotionally. So it might not be that, but I just saw that and I had to say that in case that is a reason why it might illuminate someone on that. But yes, please finish this. Please move on if you haven't already. I know it can be a really bewildering time when you finish an old phase and start a new one. It can be really, you can feel really lost, I know that. But you have to do this, you have to move on. The Death card is inevitable. So this is something you have to do sooner or later. You can't stay doing this forever. So you may as well do it now. You've checked, everything's fine. There are no problems, I can see that. So please move on, that's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Empress. So yeah, this past year or however long you've been working on this thing, this project, or this studying, or whatever this is, it really has not been an easy year for you. I'm seeing that you've learnt a huge amount in that year, from the good and the bad. And I'm seeing a year again because the Empress's crown has 12 stars on it, so obviously again that's the 12 signs of the zodiac again in her crown. And the other thing I'm seeing here is that I think someone finds you really attractive, actually. They find you physically attractive, definitely, but they find you attractive in other ways as well. And I think this. I think I don't think you've had much time to spend with anyone because you've been so busy with all this thing you've been working on, and you've been in your head about this with this project, and also you've had a lot of other things you've had to do as well. So you haven't been spending much physical time with them or with anyone else really. But I think that maybe this might have made you seem even more attractive to them, actually, because you have been available to them, and being unavailable, whether you've meant to or not, might have made you even more attractive to them in their mind. But if this is all resonating with you, you might still have this other person that I was seeing in the Death card on your mind. Not a lot, and I'm not seeing you in contact with him. You're not seeing two people at the same time or anything like that. But it might be something that you need to get over properly. You might not be over this old person properly. And you might need to do that before you even think about being around this newer person or anyone else. Excuse me, I just had a hiccup. So it might not be that, but I am seeing some kind of problem between you, some kind of barrier. So maybe that's what it is. If it isn't that, think about what else it might be if this is resonating with you. So the next card you have for your present is Strength. So yes, if you need time to yourself, or time away from this person, this love connection, or just time to think maybe, please try and be gentle. with this person when or if you talk to them, because they are very, very attracted to you. They're a little bit sensitive as well. I keep on seeing that they are so attracted to you. So yeah, be gentle. Just like the woman is with this lion, she's very, very gentle with this lion. She's kind of patting it and taking care of it. So be very gentle with them. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is I'm just getting this feeling of being a little bit, or not a little bit, a lot actually, undermined, sidelined. And maybe this has happened a few times because I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing a pattern with you and other people as well. And I think this might actually be happening in the workplace or something around work. And I really hope you do stand up to this person, because I don't think many people do stand up to them. And maybe that's why they keep on getting away with it, or they think they can get away with it. And so I think the message in this is to stand up to this person. Get strong, be courageous, and stand up to them. I'm not seeing you getting angry. I'm not seeing you yelling or anything like that. The Strength card is obviously about, courage, but it's also about being able to get a result through being calm and even kind. You're not being aggressive, not being angry, because this woman's taming this lion. She's stopping it from being angry like it normally would be. So this is about facing up to this person, being courageous, but also being calm. And this something definitely needs to be said to this person if this resonates. This pattern needs to be broken, because they're like this toward a lot of other people as well. And I'm not seeing anyone else breaking this pattern. I think it might be up to you to do that. And I think you're going to find the right time to say something to them very soon. I think they are going to say another thing to you or do something, and that will be the moment. You'll say, right, I really don't, you might not say this, but I'm just thinking of something, what I'd say, I really, really don't appreciate you speaking to me like that. And I really don't appreciate you ignoring me or sidelining me. I have a lot of things to contribute here, and I think you should really listen to what I have to say. I'm here to work. I'm here to contribute. My ideas are worth listening to, and I want to contribute them to you. So I think you really should listen to what I have to say. Might not be that. That's just how I see myself in that situation. So ignore that if you want to. The last card you have for your present is the Lovers. So I'm seeing, I'm still seeing this situation around this person who's attracted to you. Now, there are a lot of different, this is a very, very deep card. There are so many things in this card. But what I'm seeing in this card at this time is that they're more attracted to you than you are to them. Now, the man on this card is looking over to this woman, and he's full of passion. The tree behind him is full of flames, but she's not looking at him. She's looking up to the angel. Now, I don't know if this is because this other person's still in your head, or if it just isn't working for you. I don't know what it is. And I know this is a sensitive person, and I know this is difficult for you to talk to them. But if this is what you're feeling, you're going to have to tell them kindly and gently, of course, because this is next to the Strength card and you have to do this anyway. They deserve to know. I know you probably don't mean to do this, but please don't string them along. If this is resonating with you and you don't feel this way toward them, they deserve to know this. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have for your future is the Three of Cups. So I think, obviously this is a celebration, and I think this is when you're finally going to finish this project, and you will feel a little bit like celebrating. Well, not a little bit, a lot actually, but I'm saying a little bit because I'm not seeing you having, out at a great big huge party or anything like that. You have support around you. You have people around you who are proud of you. So you'll probably just be having a quiet celebration with them. I am seeing something quiet. I'm definitely seeing happiness and enjoying that, but I am seeing peace around. There's a quiet time, a celebration, but maybe only with a few people who you really truly trust and feel comfortable around. And you're going to be happy around this, of course, but this is going to also mark an ending for you, and this is where you're going to feel a little bit of an emotional gap where this project or this thing was, and but it's going to be filled soon. Please don't think you're going to feel like that forever. This just happens sometimes. So if this is resonating, you're not going to feel like that forever. The next card you have for your future is the Seven of Swords. Yes. So I'm not seeing anything terrible happening here in this card, even though this is a very sneaky card. I'm actually just seeing someone who might throw a few jabs at you, actually, a few swords maybe. Now, whoever this is obviously doesn't feel very happy about your achievements, because I think that's what they're going to be being nasty to you about. And I think you're used to them, actually. I think you know what they're like, if you know who this is, and they don't like other people achieving things. And the man on this card, he's running away with these swords, he's taking them away from someone. Now, you are not going to let this person take your achievements away from you, and I'm really glad you're not. You're determined to just stay stable, stay strong, let them think whatever they like. You've achieved things and you're proud of yourself, and you should be. And that this is going to be, this is more about them and their own insecurities than it is about you. It's a little bit like, when someone gets a degree or something, or they achieve something, and say they get a degree and someone else says something like, oh, that's an easy degree, they just give them to you. I mean, that's just really nasty. Why say something like that? You're really kind of taking away someone's hard work that they've earned, and they've earned that degree. And it's just really nasty and really rude. There's no point in saying things like that. All it does is try and hurt people. So I could tell you to ignore this person, but I think that you will anyway. I mean, and that you've worked hard, you deserve your achievements, that. I want to tell you that again, because I want to kind of counteract that horrible, nasty person. So yeah, you deserve this. The last card you have for your future is the High Priestess. So I'm seeing a couple of things in this card. I think you're still going to be at some kind of a distance from this love connection. I can't see if you're going to say anything to them or not. Obviously, my opinion is that you should say something to them if you are not feeling that you want to be with them. It might not be that, but I am still seeing this distance between you. Maybe you don't want to talk to them, I don't know. But there's some kind of barrier between you still. They're still going to be feeling this. This card can be about secrets. It might be that you're keeping the secret that you actually don't really want to be with them that much, but you haven't told them that. That might be a secret. It might not be that. Or it could be sometimes the High Priestess can be about a woman who seems to be unapproachable, unreachable. So maybe that's what it is. I think, you're still going to feel... the way that you're feeling. You're still going to have this barrier between you. They're still going to be attracted to you, though, no matter what you say or do, I think. But again, if this is resonating with you and you're not attracted to them and you don't really want to be with them, if you look at them and you think, this is not the person that I want to be with, then please tell them. They deserve to know how you feel, not in a rude way, but they deserve to be able to move on. They deserve to not think that they're in something that has a future for them if it doesn't. Now, again, this might or might not resonate with you, but this is a message that I was seeing. This is a message that I have to get out to someone. So yes, Pisces, I hope this resonated with you. Maybe not all of it, maybe not the bad bits, but as you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you liked this reading, please like or subscribe. Please leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.